When I was a kid, I loved gaming so much that I would bypass the parental controls that my dad put on the router. All I had to do was get a paperclip and hit that little button on the back that says reset, which of course made it so we had to reset the Wi-Fi settings from scratch every time he got home from work, which honestly could not have been fun. It's fine because I didn't get in that much trouble somehow, and I got to play a little longer because I was connected by Ethernet cord and it didn't matter. Gaming is all I thought about. When my friends and I got together, we would play Shrek Super Slam or Dragon Ball Z Budokai on my bootleg PS2 that my dad brought back from a business trip to China. When we couldn't get together, we would play Gunbound, Soldier Front, or Maple Story, to name a few, while holding our parents' home phone lines hostage on speakerphone. When I was around 14 years old, one of my cousins introduced me to Call of Duty 4. It wasn't my first shooter. As I mentioned, I played lots of Soldier Front, but I got obsessed with Call of Duty. I bought every single one after that at the midnight launch. I made friends, I made videos, I made clans. It was the only game I played for a long time. Somehow my love for gaming was replaced by a love for shooters, which was somehow a gateway drug to competitive shooters and other competitive games. The only major breaks I took from Call of Duty were to play other ranked modes on other games. Counter-Strike, Valorant, League of Legends, Hearthstone, my latest diversion, Marvel Rivals, to name a few. I lived for the climb, the progression, the intense moments where your entire team's elo fate was on your shoulders. I had this false sense that if I got to a new game early enough and got good at it, that I could go pro. I'm sure this has been true for some people, but evidently not for me. And although I still played mainly competitive games and mainly ranked games, I played a lot of Call of Duty still. It was my go-to chill game to socialize on, to make videos on, to unwind on, until that too got a ranked mode. Somehow though, the Call of Duty ranked mode had the complete opposite effect for me than any other game. In most games, that would make me addicted. In Call of Duty, it made me quit because Call of Duty ranked is an abomination compared to other games. The connectivity issues are worse, the cheaters are worse, and the elo distribution is terrible. So every single time I started playing a ranked mode on Call of Duty in Season 2 or Season 3 or whenever they decide to release ranked, I would quit Call of Duty shortly after until another Call of Duty came out. The most recent Call of Duty ranked mode got me to start playing Marvel Rivals. Mainly at first because my friends all wanted to play it. It was fun. I enjoyed it. I hadn't really ever gone into a third-person shooter, so it was fresh. Eventually, I got hooked on the ranked mode, but for some reason, after the third last game of each night, I was left with this feeling of like emptiness, despair, which you shouldn't get from gaming. Sure, I won the last 2 games, but that only brought me back to 10 below the elo I started at. I didn't have fun. Weren't games supposed to be fun? Well, apparently no, they're not. There's 2 kinds of games. There's competitive games and there's non-competitive games. In non-competitive games, fun is the whole point. They're created for the sole purpose of enjoyment. In competitive games, however, fun is derived from winning, progression, completing high-level plays, and the overall satisfaction of a good ending to an intense moment, which I can understand. I get it. Those are great moments. Is why you keep playing ranked. But there are 2 problems with this. You're outsourcing the natural human drive to achieve progression to gaming. You may be screwing yourself from achieving anything else in your life. Now, this obviously isn't the same for everyone, but it's kind of like how watching porn diminishes your desire to find a mate, or how doom scrolling on your phone gives your brain the dopamine it would normally need to go outside to find. Unless you're gaming and making videos, trying to make a career of it, going pro, dedicating half of your life to this progression up this fake leaderboard that just exists inside of your computer doesn't make sense. It's just fulfilling and supplementing a natural desire to progress. The other problem is that competitive games are lonely. Yes, you do play with your friends, but it's no longer to just hang out and catch up. On a competitive game, you're teammates. You don't talk to them in the same social way anymore. You make call outs, talk about the odd things sometimes, but mostly you're being too loud. They're being too loud. You're trying to focus. They're trying to focus. Shut the up, make a call out. And it's not usually like anybody's actually telling you to stop talking. Nobody's telling you to shh. Your friends aren't yelling at you to be quiet, but it's more like an unspoken rule that you're there to win. My recent frustrations with gaming have led me to reminisce about a time where I just played games for the enjoyment, where the enjoyment of my evening didn't revolve around whether I won or I lost. I played to hang out with my friends. I played to create videos. I enjoyed the progression, the friendly competition, but it wasn't all consuming. The stakes were much lower. So I've made the executive decision to stop playing competitive games. No more ranked mode. Play when my friends are playing, play to unwind, play to explore a new world. Leave my obsessive progression mindset and highly competitive nature to flourish in real life, achieve my goals. It's time for me to get back to when gaming was just a part of my life that I looked forward to. I'm not going to be climbing any more rigged fake leaderboards anymore, but I am still going to be making videos. I'm going to try and enjoy video games. This is going to be the journey of a FPS nerd trying to enjoy single player and otherwise non-competitive games. So subscribe if you haven't. I have a Discord as well for like-minded folks who like gaming, content creation, and books. Link is in the description below if that interests you. Maybe I'm just old. Maybe I'm getting too old to play competitive games. I'm not 30 yet, but God, it feels like I'm older than that. So maybe that's it. Anyways, this has been Sule. I hope this was relatable, or I hope this enraged you and you're here to talk some sense into me. Something. I don't know. Take it easy. We'll see you in the next video.